Hey, my little angels, how are you? I hope you all are keeping fine. Students, myself, Preeti, your SS educator. Now, students, we have started our second chapter of SS, that is India. In last lecture, we studied about its neighboring countries. We got to know what are the location where our country is located. We also saw some little bit a small introduction of our country. So students, before we move further, let us revise that what we studied in our last lecture. So point 1, students, we got to know that India is a country of various landforms. Now student, yes, wherever part we go to India, okay, what we find over here is we are having different people with different cultures and different landforms. Each of the country over here, each of the state of our country is having its own speciality, okay, whether it could be a cultural speciality or it could be a landform speciality. So students, India is a country of various landforms. Also students, it is multilingual and multicultural. As we know, we can see over here a different types of people living together. Now India ranks second in terms of population. So what this means students, कि अगर हम population, ठीक है, मीन्स यहाँ की human की strength अगर हम देखें तो यहाँ की ह्यूमन स्ट्रेंथ जो है, पॉपुलेशन जो है, इट इज़ very much large enough, okay, which is making our India to rank second. Okay, the first one is China and second comes our India in terms of its population. And अगर हम नॉर्थ ईस्ट वेस्ट और साउथ के लैंड एरिया को मिला के देखें तो इट इज़ रैंकिंग 7th in whole world. Okay, now students, people speaking more than 20 different languages can be found here. मतलब यहाँ जितनी रीजन्स है, जितने रिलीजन्स है, कल्चर्स है, उतनी ही अलग अलग भाषाएं जो है, लैंग्वेजेस आर बीन स्पोकन हियर इन इंडिया. नाउ लेट अस सी what are the locations, or you can say what is the location of our country in the whole world. Now it is located in the south of the continent Asia. Students, our country is located towards the extreme most south part of our continent Asia. Okay, it is one of the largest of the 7 continents. Now the southern part of India is always surrounded by water on 3 sides. Now students, अगर हम इंडिया को देखें, if you would have seen map, we know that north and southern मोड पार्ट जो है इंडिया के, it is completely different, right? नॉर्दर्न पार्ट्स में क्या है, इट इज़ कम्प्लीटली सराउंडेड विद अदर कंट्रीज़ और लैंड एरियाज़. लेकिन वही अगर हम सदर्न मोस्ट पार्ट की तरफ देखें, सो वी सी इट दैट इट इज़ कम्प्लीटली सराउंडेड विद अदर वाटर बॉडीज़. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, सो दिस इज़ they are saying that the southern part of India is always surrounded by water on 3 sides: Indian Ocean on the south, Arabian Sea on the west, and Bay of Bengal to the east. Now students, let us see who are our neighbors. Okay, I mean who are our neighboring countries. So students, India is surrounded with several neighbors. Okay, it could be you can say to the north, also towards the south. Students, apart from the oceans or the seas, we are having an islands as well, okay, through which we are sharing our boundaries, or you can say we are having a neighbors. Okay, so Afghanistan and Pakistan are the neighbors towards the northwest part. China and Nepal to the north, Bhutan, okay, to the northeast part. Now Myanmar and Bangladesh are towards the eastern part, and across the ocean, students, that is towards the south, we are having Maldives Islands, okay, which is towards the southwest part. We have Sri Lanka, which is on the extreme southern part, and we have Indonesia towards the southeast part. Now student, let us see this, or let us locate these things on the map. So let us have a look on a map. So friends, here in front of you is a world map, okay, where we can see in the Asian continent, we can see where is our India located. So suppose say this entire thing is your Asia continent, so towards the southern part of our Asia continent locates or lies our entire India country. Okay students, so if we say that where is India located, so you need to say that it is located in the Asia continent towards the southernmost part of it. Okay students, so this was the location. We saw it physically where it is located in our entire world map. Okay, now let us move students towards the neighboring countries. Let us see who are our neighbors with the following map. So students, here in front of you is the map of our India, okay, where we can see that it denotes the only India and our neighboring countries. Okay, so let us see with which countries are we sharing our borders. Now students, towards the north, okay, so say this is your north and this is your west. Okay, so from north towards the northwest part, we are sharing our border with Pakistan, or we are having our neighbor as Pakistan and Afghanistan. Okay, and if we move towards the north and northeastern part, okay, we are having the neighbors as China. Okay, see this part is this border, okay, is the border where we are sharing our a little bit of border with China. Okay, we have our neighbor as China. Also we are having a Nepal as our neighbor. Here lies our smallest neighbor, that is Bhutan. Okay, now student, this was from north to the northeast. Now if we see towards extreme east part, so here lies our Bangladesh. Okay, we are having a neighbor as Bangladesh as well. And also over here, if you can see, is none other than Myanmar. Okay, so students, these are the 7 countries which we are sharing our boundaries which, or you can say they are our neighboring countries. So now let us see, this was only towards the northern part. From here to here student are our another neighbors. Let us see who they are. Students, here now we can see that our country India, from the southernmost part, okay, that means from here, we are sharing our boundaries with some water bodies. Okay students, we are having Arabian Sea towards the southwest part. Okay, we are having Arabian Sea towards the southwest part. We are having Bay of Bengal towards the southeast part. Okay, and towards the southeast part lies our Indian Ocean. Okay students, we are also having some other neighbors just like Sri Lanka. Okay, we are having neighbors with islands as well. They are Sri Lanka towards the south part. There is Indonesia and Andaman and Nicobar over here, okay, towards the southeast part. And somewhere over here in the corner down there, okay, to the southwest part lies the Maldives. Okay students, so these are our neighboring countries, our neighboring water bodies, and you can say our neighboring islands. So now student, let us move and see what are the physical features of our country. Let us have a look towards it. Students, here is an image for you of our country where you can see various landforms have been divided for us. Okay, it is easy, very much easy for us to understand how our physical features are working. Now if you see towards this portion students, okay, now let us study it in detail. If you see from this part to this part, okay, here we are having our mountain ranges. Okay students, the northern mountain which we know it as, okay, the Himalayan ranges, the Himadris and the Shivalik, we found it from north towards the northeastern part. It is completely stretched from northern to the northeastern part until over here. Okay, next we are having our northern plains that are situated over here. Fine students, it is very clear. This image is giving us a clear view about the landforms which are divided in our entire country. So we are having the Himalayas over here, we are having the North Plains over here. Okay, next is our deserts. We also have a deserts towards the western part of our country. Okay students, we are having the Great Indian Deserts or Thar Deserts. Okay, towards the south part. Now we know that this part up, okay, it is completely, now this is surrounded with water bodies. So you can say that here lies our entire coastal areas. Okay, so we are having a coastal areas over here. We are also having the Deccan plateaus here in the middle of our country, that is towards the extreme center part. We are having a Deccan plateau also. Now what are plateau, students? That we have studied in the landforms, right? That a landform which is rising a little bit higher from its plain surroundings, okay, and it is flat from the top, okay, that particular landform is called as a plateau. Okay, students, so these are certain landforms which we can see in our entire country. So we are having the mountains as well, we can see the plains as well, we can see the coastal areas completely, which is joining from here towards the southeastern part. Okay, we are having the plateaus also, and we are having the deserts also. Means see, we are so blessed with all kind of land features as well. Okay, so this was the physical features, you can say, of our entire country. So now students, let us move towards the union territories of our country. We will see what are the union territories of our country and how is the political feature of the politics running in our country.
Hey my little angels, I hope you all are fine. So students, today we started the revision of our second chapter. Okay, a part 2 we saw today. Before we have completed a kind of neighboring countries and we saw the location of our country, right? And today's session, earlier we started with some slides where we saw what are the physical features of our country. Now students, basically we know that our country is usually a various it is having a varied landforms. Okay, it is not based on a one particular landform everywhere. Fine, we studied we have some other landforms in the western part and in the northern part. Somewhere it is desert and somewhere it is completely a snowy rock mountains. Okay, so this is what student, that our country, our India is having what a various landforms throughout its country or throughout its region. Okay, so basically student, here I have drawn something for you just to explain you once again to get on to a quick short revision. Okay, so students, we got to know mainly our entire country is divided with 5 main physical features. Okay, where in the northern part, if you see, we can see that there are now northern mountains, the ranges of Himalayas do we have, right? So it is situated into the north to the eastern part. Now here is your northern and here is your the eastern part. So north to east we are having what? We are having northern mountains. We have seen that particular ranges, right? Then we know there are northern plains as well. After we complete our Shivalik range of northern part, what we get? We completely get a different landform. We are transformed into different landform where the northern plains can be seen. Okay, students. If we go to the middle part of our entire country, like you say the middle of the south somewhere, you will see a completely different landform where you can see no plains, but a land is rise above the plain area and it is completely flat from the top. I hope you understand what I want to say. Yes, it is a plateau. We can completely see a region filled with a Deccan plateau. Okay, so in the, you can say, very middle part or in the southern middle part, we are able to see the Deccan plateaus. If we go towards the northwest part, okay, if we go towards the northwest part of our country, we are having a desert forms of land. Okay, like you know, we have Great Indian Desert, we have Thar Desert as well. Okay, where is all this, students? It is to the northwestern part. So we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last landform is nothing but our coastlands, which mainly is found in the southernmost part of our Okay students, so here is how our entire country is divided, and we can see how various landforms we are having. It is not that in the northern part we are having mountains, so even in the southern part we are having mountains. No student, it is not uniform. हम एक ही कंट्री में देख सकते हैं कि हमारे पास कितने अलग अलग, कितने वेरियस और कितने वेराइटीज ऑफ लैंडफॉर्म्स हमें मिलते हैं. ओके स्टूडेंट, so this is what we saw. So mainly how we will say that we are having 5 main physical features of our country. Firstly, it is the northern mountains. Secondly, the northern plains. Third are the Deccan plateaus. Okay. Fifth are the Great Indian deserts. Okay, or the deserts you can say. And the last one are the coastal regions. Okay students, so this was nothing but your entire physical feature of our country. Okay students, let's move further to see what are the states and territories of our country.
Students, here is your political map of our country. Okay, here in front of you is a political map which represents the entire states and the union territories of our country. So through this, students, we will see what is the political feature of our country. Now students, we know that there are 29 states and 7 union territories in our country. Okay, how many states are there, students? We are having 29 states and 7 union territories in our country. Fine students, so now the states you can see over here, like Rajasthan, Gujarat, you can see Maharashtra. Okay, you can see the southernmost part, let's Kerala, you can see Madhya Pradesh. Okay, you can see UP over here. So what is all this, students? These are forming our entire states of the country. Okay, so they have said that we are having 2 sets of government. One is state government and another is central government. Okay, how many states are there, students? There are 2 sets of government. Sorry to say, there are how many sets of government, students? There are 2 sets of government. The very first one is state government and another one is central government. So where you can see that our particular all these states, okay, are governed with by the state government. Okay, कौन रूल करता है हमें? The state government. Fine. अगर हम union territory में रह रहे हैं, one of the any 7 union territory, so we will be ruling by the central government. Okay, so basically how we will say that all the states are ruled or governed by the state government itself, and the union territories are directly followed or ruled by or governed by our central government. Clear, students? So this is how our entire politics works in our entire country. I hope this much is clear, students. So here today we end our lectures and I hope you have understood it. Now, so my dear friends, here today we end the revision of our second chapter, that is India. We learnt many things. We saw where it is located. We saw what are the neighboring countries. We saw the physical features. I hope you have understood the entire lecture and you have enjoyed it. Thank you. See you next video.